really gives you clarity around what you're doing. I mean, we help other people probably do some of the things we need to do, but it's like the patient is not the best, or the doctor's not the best patient, right? So it's a matter of having that clarity around what you need to put in place, and Kara was great at helping put that together. Before I started working with Kara, it was really, my problem was customizing everything for every client, which you still have to do to a certain extent, but I wanted that framework that gave me the sort of template to then build on for each client rather than everything starting from scratch. Working with Kara has really given me that framework that I needed to really be able to know where I'm starting with each client. And I have an audit that I always do, so that is my point to start, but then what's next after that? And then having a structure to follow from there for each of my areas of my program. And so that really gave me that framework to something that's more scalable. Now that I've walked through the program and been able to put my scalable offer together, I now have a pitch deck, which I didn't have before, and more clarity around some of the areas that I wouldn't say struggling on, but I just was maybe uncertain about before. It's given me more clarity around that, to put my own framework together to have my scalable method for my business, which is huge. And my closing rate, once I get to talk to somebody, my closing rate has always been really good, but now I have more tools in my tool belt, so to speak, to be able to have that conversation, have it be a deeper conversation, and really see the value in working with me based on the tools I've now created. The thing that made me the happiest about the program and working with Kara was that support, having someone else to look at things. I mean, I do a lot of work with my brother, but it's still having a impartial, shall we say, third party to look at something and say, this makes sense, that doesn't make sense, or just help along the way to frame things differently and provide that guidance, which you don't necessarily get from a sibling. One of the other benefits that we don't often think about is just having that consistency as well. When we work with clients, whether it's on a weekly basis, monthly basis, however you do it, you're having them come in and work with you, and that's a consistency, and that gives them their accountability factor. And so having the work with Kara and the group and the different elements, that is our accountability factor. You're thinking, oh crap, I got a meeting coming up, have I done everything I need to do? And knowing, even when you are doing the things you need to do, knowing that there is some accountability that's going to be there, and some recognizing of the wins. That's the other thing we don't always do for ourselves. So it provides that additional support, but in a very valuable way that we may not be able to do as a solopreneur, and even if you have a small team. As the leader, you want somebody else to verify and help us to really know where we are, what we're doing, and celebrate. And my single greatest takeaway is really having my scalable method. I mean, that's the name of the program. And if you don't come out with that, there's something wrong. So it's a matter of having something that I can now scale and move forward with and add to and grow and other elements of it, being able to look at different ways of finding clients, being able to hone my niche a little bit more. So it's really helped me tailor the things I was already doing in some cases, but also give me some elements that I didn't have before. So again, priceless. If somebody asked me about doing business with Kara running consulting, I would say that I've tried others and very disappointed. Really didn't deliver what they said they were going to deliver. Way more work for me to do, and really didn't get to where I wanted to be at the end of it. And with Kara and her consulting, absolutely the opposite. It's about getting what she says, being involved, having that framework that allows you to set up what you need. And it's very particular. She's got a great process that you walk through and really helps you move as quickly or slowly as you want to get it done. But having those elements to follow between videos and products that she has that give you that framework that you can follow and that guidance. And so that's just immeasurable. If I was to recommend Kara to a best friend, I would say do it you really, you've been sitting on the fence, which I did a little bit, to say, it's an investment in your business, so you have to think about that. But if you put the work into it, you are going to get the results. And that's the same when we talk about that with clients. You've really got to put in the work yourself and get it done, but you've got that guidance, that hand holding along the way. And so it's really something that makes a difference.